Good morning, everyone. Welcome to ABC News Live. We're just keeping a close eye on Hurricane Michael right now. Closing in on the Gulf Coast, it is gearing up to potentially be the strongest storm ever to hit the Florida Panhandle.
Our mission for the National Weather Service is to protect life and property. You'll see coverage for a few days for sure, but then another story comes up and takes over. The recovery efforts are going to be going on for years, along the Gulf Coast following Michael. So we had, one of our technicians was down in the Panama City area yesterday, and he said, and he had been down there, a couple days after the storm as well, and he said there's a lot of places where the recovery hadn't really even begun yet. They're just trying to get started.
How long has this operation been going on?
At this site since Halloween. Once they do the debris, they got the C&D, which is the garbage in the building, and then people are going to start pulling down their old buildings to go do that. It's going to be a while. It could be 6 months, it could be 2 years.
We were without power for almost 2 weeks. So the first couple of days it was interesting, to be that long without power and water. So to have those two things, yeah, you live to basically to use things that you can. So cooking and all that stuff. Food is the first thing on my mind. We got to be able to survive, and then we had to deal with looters too. So you had to basically protect yourself. I mean, not just that, but at nighttime when there's no power, you have to think about it brings the evil, the worst of people out. For me personally, I don't want to go outside because I don't want to, like I said, I don't want to see, it's kind of like devastating.
The primary impacts that have been able to, they've really been able to kind of pick out so far, there's going to be an increase in the amount of rainfall that these systems can produce. And that comes from just the atmosphere overall being warmer. A warmer atmosphere tends to hold more moisture. And so certainly more rainfall, so you could see more heavy flooding events from storms, things like Harvey and Florence that were really dominated by flooding. Storm surge is the biggest killer from tropical systems like that. And so any rise in the average sea level, and you stick a storm surge on top of that, which is the water coming in off of the ocean, then that's going to have more of an impact as well.